The Prophet of Solomon, Psalm of David, King of Israel. To know wisdom and to understand, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the word of understanding. Those are the first two verses. Now, David, he was a man after God's own heart, but his route was to do what he did, a man of valor. So he couldn't build no temple for the Lord, but his son could. And Solomon was his son, which was known to be the smartest man in the East, or in the West, around there. And the wisdom had to come from somewhere. It didn't come from David, so it had to come from God. And our third verse was to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment, and equity. To give substance to the simple, and to the youth, to the young man, knowledge and discretion. Amen. And as I read this, I know that the simple is someone that's lacking knowledge. And we know that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. And we'll get into it a little later on. But, if you're simple, you need some help. But, and there's no place to get help from the Lord. But James tells us that any man lack of wisdom, let him ask of God, who give to him liberty and upbraideth not. It's there for the asking. All you got to do is ask for it. Mother Shepherd, would you like me to fill the verse for me?
Okay, we got our fifth verses. Let's see. So you have the seventh verse. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instructions. My son, hear the instructions of thy father, and forsake not the law of their mother. So the beginning of wisdom is knowledge. Before we can get to wisdom, we need to know. And to know is to seek God for godly wisdom. We can know some things, but a lot of times, if we know things and we just know it off the top of our heads and have not seek God for it, then we don't always get a correct answer. But when we seek God for godly wisdom, then He will give it to us. So we have to be taught, and this is what knowing is all about. You also need a teacher to teach and to guide you. And that's the instructions of the Lord. The Holy Spirit, that's what it does. It leads, guides, and teaches us in all truth. And once the godly wisdom gets in us, we won't go astray like we would if we just doing things ourselves. So in everything that we do, we have to acknowledge God. So He will direct our path. And if He says anything, He's going to bring it to pass. So what we have to do is listen to that Holy Spirit and know when God is really speaking to us. And then wisdom is a guide for life. Applying wisdom means approaching all of life's situations and challenges from God's point of view, thinking and living according to His will and His truth. So it's so self-explanatory, but we have to get into the word to really understand what God is telling us to do, because he is the best teacher there is. And if we have our leaders in our churches and our leaders going out telling people about God, and we are in the house of God and we are bringing people in, going out in the streets and telling them about God, because we can see with all the chaos and all everything that's going on, we're gonna need some wisdom to stand. Because if we don't, some of us will be so afraid and don't know a way out. But when we get that godly wisdom, he will teach us in all the things that we need to do. And when he teaches us, we just need to stand on the word of God. Stand on his word. If he said it, he'll do it. Because there are some things that we can't handle ourselves. And nobody can give us the peace that we need. We need godly peace. Now, people can instruct us, they can talk to us, they can tell us, but when it comes down to the real thing, when we really need that peace, for those that are near and those that are far off, and God will do just what he said. He'll bring us out of all these situations that we're in when we feel like we can't go no further.